I'm Annie Thoe, and this is a more advanced lesson to do with the blanket roller to help with your low back, to help with your entire spine, and if you've got alignment issues in your back, this will help organize your spine. So you're going to need a roller, like in my other blanket roller lessons, about 8 to 10 inch diameter. Roll 2 blankets very firmly together, and then we're going to sit on the blanket to start. And take a moment and just settle in and breathe. Take a nice breath and sink into the roller. And this can take about 30 seconds. So you want to take some time, maybe tap your heels a little bit while you're settling in. And that'll help the weight go evenly on each leg. This helps if you've got SI joint problems, sacral problems, problems in the low back. All right, so we'll take that away and sit. So this is a little warm up, and I do this in the other blanket roll lessons too. We want to start with an even sense of the pelvis and feeling the sit bones. So as you sit now, roll a little forward and backward, and can you feel both bones evenly? Now we'll adjust your roll again, and I do like to use the blanket instead of a foam roller because it's a little bit more forgiving. And it's not too squishy either. It's got a nice firmness. So you'll come again onto the roll, and then you'll take your hand and take the back of your hand behind your back, and you're going to slide it toward the pocket of the other hip, the opposite hip. So I'm looking at the camera right now, but I'm going to turn my head and look over my shoulder. So I'll do it once. I'll look over my shoulder, and I'm going to feel with the back of my hand against my hip. So you make an even sliding motion. So you're going to slide your hand toward this hip in an even slide and look toward the hand. It's tricky to do all that. So you're going to slide and come back, and you're not stretching. Please go about half the distance that you can go so that we're working on finding a real upright spine, a turn. And if you've got lumbar issues where something's sliding out of place a lot, please do not stretch. Make it more of a getting taller feeling, like you're moving up, 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 and back. But not with a lot of effort, just easy sliding. And feel what happens in the hip joints. So this is actually a movement that wakes up the hip joints right here. Let's come back and sit. So I didn't do very much, but you're going to feel now if you turn to each side, it's going to be a lot easier to turn over that one shoulder. All right, so let's do the other side. So we'll adjust your roll, come again. And this is a very short lesson. You could spend longer. You could do 3 times on one side a little bit and really feel the difference. But we'll do the other side. Slide your hand slowly, and depending on your shoulder and your rib cage, you know, there's a lot here that may be blocked, so be very gentle to slide. Your eyes can begin to move. Mine are looking down this way, but now if I look up, that changes the movement. So you can play with all these different things, and being outdoors is great because I can look up at the trees, or I could look down at the plants, feeling, and then come back and tap your heels a little bit. Tap your heels, feel the ground with the heels, and then let's take the roll away. It's a real treat to do these lessons outdoors if you ever get a chance. It's just a very different experience than indoors, but it's great to do these on a hardwood floor. You really feel your heel on the wood. All right, now turn and notice how it is to turn side to side. You should really feel your sit bones, and you should really feel this sense of the spine and the rib cage turning easily side to side. This, of course, is great for driving a car. All right, and so the last thing we're going to do is apply that to the car. So you take your hands in front of you like this, all right, And what we're going to do is just a little side to side motion with the pelvis, side to side. And then pause, and now turn your head and begin to slide one arm back and slide it in front. And slide it back and in front. And you should feel your hips moving also with that. Try the other arm. Keep one arm still and just move the other arm in front and behind, front and behind. And then we'll take that back again and turn now. And you should feel it's much easier. Even if you notice how I've moved, just in this few minutes, my turning ability is much smoother. All right, so practice those. Great to do with a very short time. You can do this. Is wonderful for balance, and this is very helpful for healing chronic back pain and poor alignment in your spine. Thanks for joining me, and look forward to seeing you next time.